Hello, and welcome to Tiffany Teach Tuesday. This is our 20th year anniversary relaunch celebration, and I'm very, very excited. And I have some wonderful guests to join us today to discuss the real estate industry. On this live, we'll be talking about how to get into real estate and hold one. I'm sorry, you guys. I had some technical difficulties. As I was saying, let me give you a backdrop on art property management, how we got started, and where we started out at. 20 years ago, I was sitting on the train with thinking about, like, I was in my corporate job as an accountant, and I was like, I can't continue to do this. This is not going to work for me. So I decided to say, what can I do? It was like, what is it that I can do that I can do something different? And I decided to go into, I was like, I'm good at managing people. So I said, I can manage people and I'm good at managing time. So I was like, I can do property management. So I called my girlfriends, Anita, at that time was Anita Montgomery and Robin Burns. And I said, you all want to start this real estate business with me? We can manage people properties and collect rent and do all that. And they was like, sure, not a problem. So we get together, and on April the 1st of 2020, we established Art Property Management. And how we came up with the name, we had two name options, because the first option wasn't actually Art Property Art. It was actually BMW, and it was going to stand for Burns, Montgomery, and Watkins. But then we was like, well, what happens if we get married? And then they was like, well, let's do Art, Anita, Robin, and Tiffany, because our first names, we already know we weren't going to ever change those. And we would be at the beginning of the alphabet. So I was like, that's cool. We can do that. So that's how we got Art Property Management. Art Property Management stands for Anita, Robin, and Tiffany. So I was like, we need a logo. What are we going to do for a logo? So Robin brother is an excellent drawer, and he drew our logo that you see here now on the top of the screen in the corner. And he drew the logo, and the logo, he even actually helped us to come up with our motto, which is building blocks of success. And what that means is that we're helping people build blocks of communities, successful communities, and helping them to navigate through the real estate process. It can be very scary and difficult to navigate through. And it's some people that's in this industry that are not out for the best interest of the consumer, but the best interest of their bottom line, me getting a profit. But we started this because we really wanted to help people prosper in the industry of real estate. So I really, really am excited about this opportunity. So I'm going to show you all our old logo, a picture of our old logo. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. And show you what our new logo looks like now. Sorry, I lost it. Lost it just that fast. I'm sorry, people. I know y'all can see me doing all this in the background. I'm not that technical savvy, so give me a moment. Oh, it was right on the screen and then it popped away. Here you go. There you go. So this is our old logo, Art. And with the help of 3M, with the help of 3L agency, they helped me develop and rebrand a new logo. And our new logo looks like this now. So this is Art Property Management's new logo. I love it. I hope you guys like it. And this is a part of our transformation, and our relaunch is developing a new logo. And this is the new logo. So I have a giveaway of a $100 gift card. And the gift card is a gift card to Lowe's and a couple of multiple other stores. And the $100 gift card, in order for you to get the gift card, you have to answer 2 questions for me and post the answer. The first question, and follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel, Tiffany Teaches Tuesday. Follow us on there, and you can receive $100 logo if you can answer this question. The first question is, when did Art Property Management start? What year did we start Art Property Management? And what was our other name? And you have to tell them, if you answer those 2 questions, post it here on the live stream. And if you get the answers right and follow all our social media platforms, we will send you a digital $100 gift card. So while you all are doing that, I am excited now to bring to the table our guest. Our first guest is from Credit RX. Her name is Johanna Diaz, and she does credit repair, and she's really, really good at it because I've actually used her to help me with some issues and refer some family and friends. And I think she does great work, and she's going to join us now. Deanna? Johanna, hi, welcome.
How are you? I'm so excited.
I'm excited to see you.
So nice to see
And
you
our
too.
next guest, he is in the lending business with Loan Depot, and he is great at what he does, and he's really, really good at renovation loans. And I selected him for renovation loans because I deal with a lot of clients who have distressed properties, and you want to buy it and you need the money to fix it. Why not do a 203K loan? And Kimothy Lee is the person that can help you with that. So welcome, Kimothy.
Kimothy Lee's in the house. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
All right. All right.
And last but not least, I have an insurance person. They deal with all type of insurance, from rental insurance, car insurance, home insurance, life insurance. And believe it or not, insurance is very, very important in every aspect of our lives. The more insurance you have, the better. And I'm proud to present from Liberty Mutual, Larry Pickett. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, so we are, I'm excited, and I'm glad that you all were here to join me. So what we're going to discuss during this process is, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. So what we're going to discuss is, I want to start the conversation about generational wealth and what that looks like and how can we get there. And I tell people the number one way to establishing generational wealth is through real estate. Believe it or not. And any person that has a significant level of wealth, I promise you, in their portfolio, it is real estate in it. Trust me. So getting there for some people can be challenging. And the biggest obstacles a lot of them face is credit. Credit. How do we get their credit together, Johanna?
Thank you, Tiffany. Hi, Larry. Hi, Kimothy.
Hello.
Thank you so much for beautiful, beautiful girl. Tiffany has been such a blessing to us, to our business. So I really appreciate her. She has helped us a lot in our growth stages of the business. So I thank you so much for the invitation. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. I think that creating wealth, like you mentioned, I think that in a portfolio of someone, you are definitely going to find real estate properties, whether it's just a rental property or whether it's a multi-level property or just a small condo or whatever the case may be, you're always going to find that. And one of the things that prevents people from purchasing real estate And I think that maybe Kimothy can also be, help me with this one because he sees this situation every day, right? So
Mhm.
the things that we see, and even Larry with insurance, you see who's getting that higher premium or who's getting the lower premium or whatever the case may be. And so credit reports and credit scores are going to be something that has to be fixed, that has to be understood. I think that a lot of people don't understand credit. I think that a lot of people don't understand what they have on the credit report. If you guys agree with me, we would say that sometimes you ask the client, how's your credit? And they don't know. They have no idea how their credit is. And so I think that the first step for creating generational wealth or even getting into that step is to obviously understand credit. And if there's something to be fixed, to fix it with the right company and with the right knowledge.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate the information. Now, once we get your credit together and you don't have no cash, you got your credit together. Now you just saw this house you want, but you need money. How do you get the money, Larry? I mean, Kimothy, how we get the money? How we get the money?
Basically, as Johanna stated, I mean, most people they dive into the situation not knowing the foundation. Credit is the foundation. Once we establish foundation, then we can establish some different options for you. And there are tons of different options. And I also want to say thanks, Tiffany. You put together, between credit, real estate, and insurance. I mean, you're batting 1,000 here. Okay, this is all great stuff that we're talking about.
Thank you.
In terms of financing, I'm here to talk about renovation, but I can talk for hours and hours about all the different options and creative ways we can go about doing this. But renovation is an incredible product for us to utilize in our communities because it allows us to purchase a property as is using an FHA loan, putting down 3.5%. So you can purchase a bank foreclosure. Anytime you look online, you're working with a real estate agent, or you're working with Tiffany or whomever, and you see a property that says as is, that means they're only going to accept two types of offers. There's going to be cash or a 203K. Obviously, we're going to do 203K. We're not talking cash here, okay? 203K allows you to purchase it as is. We simply give you the money to renovate it, and basically your down payment is 3.5%. Now, real quickly, you have the option of purchasing anywhere from a condo to a townhome to a 4-unit building, all using a renovation loan. And you can also purchase what's called a mixed-use property. A mixed-use property is a property where it has like a commercial space downstairs and maybe some apartments upstairs. Okay, that's considered mixed use. You can do an FHA renovation loan on a mixed use property and have you a commercial and residential together with 3.5% down. And that's basically an FHA renovation. There are 3 types: FHA, conventional, and there's also VA. VA renovation also allows a veteran to purchase a property with 100% financing, no mortgage insurance, and renovation as well. Okay.
And Tiffany, by the way, I do want to say something real quick. Our veterans get 50% off of all of our credit programs that we offer. We are a veteran-owned company. My husband is a former Marine, and so we extend that to our veterans as well as their wives because, sometimes we want to get a little freebie too. So just so you guys know.
That's right.
I'm a Navy guy. I'm a Navy guy myself, just so you know. I'm a Navy guy.
Thank you for protecting and serving us.
Yes. One more thing I want to say about veterans real quick, and then I know Larry's going to jump in. Veterans right now, just so everybody knows this, a veteran can go up to $2 million. $2 million on any loan. And
Nice.
Who can afford $2 million? I got a deal right now where a veteran's purchasing a property in Pilsen for it's $400,000 purchase price, $500,000 in renovation. He's a fireman. He makes about 80, 90 grand. However, when you're purchasing a property of that magnitude, the rents are $2,000 each. So he's collecting $6,000 in rents, which means he qualifies for over $1 million. So veterans are very unique in the sense that they can purchase anything up to $2 million. That's very important.
I
That's
am
good
loving
information.
that.
Good information. Good
Mm.
information. I hope my people are getting something from this today. So, last but not least, insurance. Insurance can be helpful on the beginning of this home purchase process as well as on the end. It definitely has to be on the end part of the process of purchasing a home if you're getting financing. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring on Larry, and you want to tell us about insurance.
Yeah, so after you got your credit fixed all up with Johanna, you got the loan all approved with Kimothy. Now you got to get me involved. So the bottom line with us is that we want to ensure that the property you're going to grab is going to be covered and taken care of and well protected for you and your family for years to come. So we want to protect you against all types of loss, water damage, roofing issues, whatever the case may be. And we also want to shop around for the best possible price. What I do at Liberty Mutual is primarily examine exactly what your needs are, what the cost is, make sure that it can fit into the loan. You're not um, overstretched, we should say. I guess Kim could speak to that as well. And then once that's done, the next step is making sure that the proper coverages are on that property, so that in the event there's a serious loss or something that can go wrong and start you back from point A, we're going to get you right back to where you were before, and hopefully even better, and you have a better understanding of insurance and getting your properties covered. So I'm glad she brought me on the call so we can go ahead and cover some of this stuff.
Larry, could you tell us about them getting their down payment money out of their insurance?
Oh yeah, I can. So whole life insurance, even universal life, but especially with whole life insurance. So there's a new concept that's been floating around. You guys may have heard of it. It's called infinite banking. So what you'll do is you'll grab a whole life policy, okay? Let it build the cash value. You'll front load as much as you possibly can, and then as that policy builds cash value, you could then go borrow the money from the life insurance company at pretty much next to nothing interest rates. We're talking 1 to 2%. Okay, so let's say hypothetically you want 5,000 down and you have 10,000 in cash value. You could pull the 5,000 from the life insurance company, put that as your down payment. It doesn't have to go through any credit approval processing. You don't have to visit a loan office, anything of that nature, and you'll use that cash value from the life insurance policy for your down payment. Then over time, you can go back and start repaying back the $5,000. In the event something should happen, God forbid, leave the earth a little early. Um, that cash value that you pulled out just comes away from the family's death benefit. So if you had $100,000 policy, you borrowed 5,000, the family will only get 95,000 in the event of your loss. It's a very, very smart strategic way to build life insurance, gain cash value, and then take that cash value and put it towards your down payment.
So would you say, Larry, that it's sort of like a 401k sort of thing that you can take money out? Is that sort of how it is?
Yeah, some similar to a 401k, except with an added benefit of that. Not only you're building cash value, you also have a death benefit in the event something happens to you. And on top of that, it's a way to create your own personal banking within your home, because you don't have to go to a loan officer, you don't have to go to a bank, you don't have to save for a down payment, and you still have life insurance for your family at the same time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good information. Good information. And that is something that I've experienced on the brokerage side. I have gotten to the closing, and my people have not yet gotten their down payment. So let's remember this: the seller can help contribute to your closing costs, but you have to have your down payment. You have to have so much in reserve. And if you know that you have a difficult time saving money, invest more into your 401k or your 403b, or put it into a life insurance policy. And I like life insurance better because with the life insurance, I'm putting more into a savings that if something happens to me, my family can get those funds and not be taxed on those dollars, because life insurance policies are not taxable when you pass away. So they cannot put a gift tax on life insurance policies when someone passes away. So I prefer to put all of my money in my life insurance policy than a 401k, because if you use a universal life policy, when it matures, you can use that money in that policy to live off of and not be taxed on it. See, so I think life insurance is wonderful. I tell people, it's very minimal for a policy. For just a small policy, you can get it as low as $10 a month. And I hear people saying, I can't afford that. If you can afford to eat fast food,
You sure can.
you can afford a life insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier to come up with $10 a month than $10,000 to bury a loved one.
Right.
And I hear people say, well, I don't want nobody trying to kill me for no money. First of all, nobody knows what you have in your value of your policy unless you share it. Stop talking.
Right.
Keep business to yourself. Then they don't have to worry about killing you for your money because they don't even know you have money. I said, Big Mama passed away. You're going through her things. Oh, Big Mama that left us $50,000. You didn't even know Big Mama was paying. She was scraping them pennies together to pay that $20 policy until she went to see Jesus. With her pension and her Social Security, she did what she needed to do to keep the policy in place. Now, why Big Mama was able to keep a policy and she had one on Johnny Boy, Cousin Pete.
Yep.
And everybody she know that wasn't gonna have policies. She was making all of these policies. So I don't understand why is it that this generation, doesn't have policies. I am getting sick and tired of folks doing GoMe funds for life insurance policies. Bad policy. It's really inexpensive. And as now you can actually have a policy and it will help you to get home ownership, which will build about generational wealth. And once you have established that generational wealth, your family will be glad that you're here because you have a wealth of knowledge to give them. Like my family tells me all the time that they're thankful for the information that I share with them because I feed into my own village. See, it takes a village. And we have to educate each other. And this is why I did Tiffany Teach Tuesday. This is why I started Art Property Management, to be able to grow my village. Because what you don't know, you don't know. You can't do any better if you don't know any better. And with the lack of knowledge, we shall perish. So we have to do our part and educate it and continue to push forward. Now, if someone has some questions, we can take questions. Now we have a few minutes for questions. Let's see. No questions? Okay, well, I have some questions. Kimothy, can you tell us what's the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved? Because, folks send me their pre-qualified letter. I'm like, I'm going to need a pre-approved.
There you go. One is worthless, and the other one is pre-qualified. Just means we spoke on the phone, basically, and I feel comfortable that you told me the truth. Okay. And I'm willing to say you're pre-qualified. Pre-approved means I've actually analyzed some of your financial documents. I've reviewed them. I've looked at your credit, and basically I've come up with a number based on all those assessments to say, hey, you can go up to this amount. And that's the difference. But let me add, can I add one more quick thing?
Yes.
Everything you said is so important about the insurance and about the credit. But what people don't understand is this: even if they come to me and I can approve you with a 600 credit score, doesn't mean you shouldn't call Johanna. Because what's going to happen is that I can get you approved, but if she gets your score up to 660, 680, while you're in the process of purchasing it, you're saving thousands and thousands of dollars. And then at the same time, when you turn around and call Larry, now you got a higher credit score, you're saving money on the insurance. So it's a no-lose situation. People think, in other words, you can multitask. So you can do all these things at one time, okay? And so I hope I answered your question about the pre-approval, pre-qualification.
Yes, you did. And you are absolutely correct. I called Johanna for me, and she was like, well, what you want me to fix? I was like, this time. She said, because the only thing I see on here is this timeshare. I said, yeah. Could you please help me with these people? Because they trying to just steal all my money. They just got lies. And she's helping me. I mean, I felt the need to use her for myself. And like I said, I sent her to family and friends. And I'm established. I have real estate. I have a business. And I'm still working to rebuild and work on my credit to keep it intact because it fluctuates. Things happen in life and your credit score changes. And unfortunately, we're moving away from a society that does cash. America is becoming a credit-based country. And if you don't have credit, you won't be able to buy anything in America pretty soon. That's why when you go into the stores, they say, we don't take currency. What happened to the coins that was here? Because we have a coin shortage. What happened to the coins? They just disappeared. They just went down the drain and floated away. No, they're trying to get us out of the habit of using currency so that they can be able to use credit. And that's going to minimize our buying power if your credit is bad. And credit, like he said, helping improve the insurance, the cost of your insurance. When you go, because they run your credit when they're giving you insurance. So, Larry, why do they run their credit when they're giving them insurance? Could you tell us that?
Yeah, from an underwriting perspective, it's a soft check. So it's not something. It's not going to be a hard check. But essentially, we have an algorithm or a model that determines what type of risk you're going to be based off your credit, age, demographics, and things of that nature. So they're going to peek in a little bit, and what we tend to see is that people with lower credit scores are more likely to default on their insurance in the first place. So um, we want to build that cost into the premium as well if they're going to have, be credit challenges, something of that nature. So that's typically why we peak in. But if you have good credit, I mean, I write policies all the time, brand new 2020, $600 a year. If someone has A1 credit, that same person will get a 2019, with finance with 100,000 miles on it, and it'd be double the cost because they got bad credit. So credit is incredibly important when it comes to your insurance and everything else there is around here. So Tiffany hit it right on the head.
So, Johanna, I have a question for you now. How much do you cost? Because people be like, I don't have no money. I can't afford to pay for no credit repair person. I'm trying to get some money to get a down payment. Now you want me to give me some money, take my money to go get some credit repair when I can fix my credit on my own.
That is a great question. So it's funny because sometimes you kind of have to like reality check clients in a way. And very nicely, obviously very professional, but sometimes it's good to let the client know, listen, you can have all the money in the bank account, but if you don't have credit, and if you don't have the credit where it needs to be, then what do you do with the money, right? And so we always ask the client to focus on their credit first, right? Obviously, while still bringing that savings account up to be able to do down payment or closing cost or whatever the case may be. But we always kind of bring the client back to back to square one. What is it important right now? Okay, you have $5,000 in your checking and savings account. However, you have a 400 credit score. What are you going to do with $5,000? Really nothing, because there's no one that will lend you any money at a 400 credit score, right? And so one of the things, and before I answer the question that you just asked me, one of the things that you mentioned is a lot of people come like Tiffany saying, hey, I have good credit, I just want it better, right? Some people have a 680, a 700, and they're striving to get to the 800s, or maybe they're striving to get to the 740s, or whatever the case may be. So we don't necessarily only take care of people that are in the 300s and the 400s and the 500s and the 600s, but really any kind of walk of credit life. So whoever wants to better their credit, wherever they're at, is how we do it. Now, when we talk about cost, okay, so back in the days, it used to be like, or I shouldn't even say back in the days, because there's still some companies that are actually doing this. They're putting everyone in the same bubble of monthly credit repair, but they don't look at the credit repair as a whole. I'm sorry, at the credit report as a whole. They don't look at it holistically, right? They don't look at it as, okay, if I erased something from the credit report, then I will have to establish credit, because if I don't establish credit, then I'm going to go back to square one. We have had clients in the past that have things that are bad and they don't have anything open. And they only want to sign up for credit repair because they don't want to invest in opening new lines of credit. So we agree, whatever the client wants, right? We tell them what they need to do, but at the end of the day, it's what the client wants, right? And so we start cleaning the credit. We clean it up completely, but we never established anything because the client didn't want to. So now we're back to zero, unrated. no credit score. Why? Because we didn't do that holistic approach of not only cleaning, but also establishing. And so to answer your question, what is the cost? It really varies, right? Some people like you might just need a little sweeping, right? Some other people, they have bankruptcies, foreclosure, short sales, late payments, collections, charge off accounts that are still outstanding, and they might take a little longer and it might take a little bit more of investing. However, credit repair, you should always see the benefit at the end of the day. So if you're looking at some savings because some of those things are not supposed to be reporting anymore and they're falling off and you no longer have to pay it, you should see some savings at the end of the day. So it's a very small investment for such a huge gain.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And I have one last question before we end this live. It's from Shaya, and she wanted to know if she took a loan against her life insurance policy and something happens to her in the meantime,
Okay,
what
so
happens
let's
then?
say she has $100,000 life insurance policy, and she borrows $10,000. She's $5,000 into the payments, and then she goes to the upper room. So the death benefit would just be less of that dollar amount. So her family will get paid the death benefit at $95,000 because she paid 5,000 of the $10,000 she borrowed back. She won't forfeit the life insurance policy. They don't cancel it on her. They'll just give her back the death, give her family, her beneficiaries, I should say, the death benefit minus the loan she took out, the outstanding portion.
Well, I want to thank you all for sharing with us today this information. I hope that it helps someone. And if you all can let everyone know, I'm going to start out with the Johanna and let them know how they can reach you.
Absolutely. So the best way for you guys to reach us is through social media. And so if you look us up as Credit RX 2015, which is the year when we started, you will find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and you'll find tons of information. We do wonderful lives on Saturdays, and they're all free information. So make sure you like our page, Credit RX 2015.
Kimothy.
Basically, I'm sure you'll be sharing all my contact information,
Yeah.
but best way to reach me is you can just call me direct anytime. I'm always available. Weekends, Saturdays, Sundays. My cell number is 708-243-3426. 708-243-3426. And Tiffany will be forwarding my email address and other documentation as well.
Thank you. And now, Larry.
Pretty much the same thing with Kimothy. I'm almost a 7 days a week kind of guy as well too. You can find me on social media, Larry Pickett, Liberty Mutual on Facebook. But the best way to reach me would be directly on my work cell phone. So that's 224-339-0871. That's 224-339-0871. You can even shoot me a text and we can go over a quote and I can answer any questions you may have that way.
Thank you all so much for joining me for my 20th celebration. And I really, really appreciate work and love working with you all because you all have done great things for me in this business. And you all have a wonderful Tuesday. And I will see you all when I see you.
See ya. Take care.
Thanks again, guys.
Oh, it's too late now. So, for my guests, I forgot to tell them, I have a beautiful basket for them. So hopefully they're watching live and they'll see this beautiful basket I made for them with some art face mask, t-shirt, and glass of wine. I forgot all about the basket. I was so excited to disconnect them. I was just playing. So now I have another giveaway of another $100 gift card. And my question for you all, and it's really simple to get this $100, is who were my guest speakers today and what company did they work for? And you just have to follow me on all of my social media platforms, post your answers here, and you can either message us in our messenger, and I'll look and see who won that gift. Now, for the closing of our Celebration! We're about to see my new page, but I want to show you the old page. So our old website, I'm going to pull up for you all. Let me share my screen again. Here's my old site. And on my old site, I have my homepage. And the key, let me tell you all about backdrop about this website. So in 2008, I realized that I needed to have a website, to make me a legit business. So I established the website. I developed this website all by myself. I sat in the bed every night, typing and keying and putting in information. And I did this. Now my web developer, which I love him, he says, it looks like you did it yourself. I said, but it was done. And when I would go to places and I'll put my when I would go to places and I would put my even they asked me for my business email address. I had it would be TL Watkins at Art Property Management. And people fail to understand that's very important because my business is not Yahoo. My business is Art Property Management. So I was branding my business a long time ago. So this here is just relaunching a new brand, and it doesn't change the quality of service that we're giving. We're just new and improved with new services and better options for our guests. We had a section for property owners and to discuss questions and answers about buying and selling. We had a property manager to tell about our skill sets and our services that we do for managing properties. And then our people would be able to fill out the application online. And this has truly, truly improved. And then on this here will be our available properties for rent, our available properties for sale, our frequently asked questions. And then my tenants and clients utilize a portal so they can go onto the portal and log in, put in on a request or a tenant's request. Then this is the page about us, all about art. And then here is how to contact us. And we are a member of the Better Business Bureau, and they require that we put a privacy policy down there to tell about us. So let's see my new page. That's the new page. It was a lot of work. And I am excited about it. So now we have let me scroll down, our services. Oh, let me go back to the homepage. Oops, sorry. Click the wrong button. Go back to home. So this is our new page. And the different services we offer so we can help make life simpler. And now we offer projects. Well, we've always offered it. I'm a project manager. I help people when you get that renovation loan and you're ready to renovate and you really don't have time because you're focused on your career and what you're doing. You can hire me to manage your project to make sure stay on task, on time, and on budget. So that is the new service that I offer to help people to get into the business and improve. Then this is our Why Art. I did a video about Why Art. Here are the properties we have for rent and for sale, and some testimonials from a couple of my clients. And we have a newsletter now we're going to be putting out. So the rent application process, hold on one second, you guys. I'm gonna need this. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I had to stop because I didn't tell you guys. I did have to come into the office with me today. My vendors that support me, and so they're coming in and grabbing lunch and some giveaways and leaving, running out on me, and they're coming during the middle of my live, but that's okay. So that's why I keep stopping. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. But to be in property management, you have to be able to multitask, and I can do that well. So, oh, let me show you. Oh, you all get to see the new page. It didn't pop up for you all. Oh, sorry, I was going through the page and I thought, let me hold on. I'm learning this new system, you guys. Let me share again. Sorry. Okay, can you all see the new page now? I can see it now. Yes, my new page. I thought it popped up and it didn't. Sorry, here we go. This is the new page. This is the new improved art property management. Yes. And I am excited about it. So this is the website. We have services for sale, for rent, rental applications, frequently asked questions, and about us. You scroll down the page, and now these are the new tabs. And that's what I was telling you, we added project management to our new tab of services we offer. And I have a video. You can get it on YouTube. I now have a YouTube channel, which is Tiffany Teach Tuesday, that you all can, if you don't catch me live on Facebook, and for those who don't have Facebook, join me on Yahoo, Tiffany Teach Tuesday. YouTube, I'm sorry. Tiffany Teach Tuesday on YouTube, and you can see me there. And I need everybody to subscribe to my channel. And then I have the properties that I have for sale now and for rent. Don't have much in the wintertime, have more inventory in the summer. I have testimonials from a couple of my clients, but the greatest add-on that I have to my site is let's go for sale. Let's see. If you want to search a property and see what's available in the Chicagoland area through the Chicago Association of Realtors, you can now come to our site and pull up listings throughout the city and search for something, and we can help you move into it. And if you're looking for, we offer the same site on rentals. People call like, oh, I'm looking for a rental, and now you can search for rentals and we can help you get into those rentals as well. And the best feature that I've added is for people who are applying for our rentals in our rent application process. I have streamlined this process so well that now everything is online. You can easily take a photo and attach it and go to the next steps, and we can process you through the entire process online. Our frequently asked questions has changed. The look of it has changed, and we have more questions that you might have with answers to it. Because we're such a busy brokers trying to help everybody be great, we don't have as much time as we used to answer those simple questions that you can get right here off our page now. And here's about us, our mission, what we stand for. And I am the visionary behind our property management, and I'm continuing to come up with new things to address what my clients and my tenants need to be able to be prosperous and happy in the real estate that they're living in. And last but not least, you can reach out and contact us. So I am so excited that you all were able to join in today with us. And also, our website has changed. It is no longer Art Property MGMT. It is now artpropertymanagement.com. So we did even change. When we did the change, we did a total change. We moved from abbreviating management for our website to spelling it completely out so you can see the whole company's name. So I just want to thank you all for joining me. But before I go, I want to give away another $100. Let's see who's going to win this one. So, tell me, what new service does Art Property Management now offer? Real simple. And what is our new web address? What is the new one? What's the old one? Real simple. So, I want to start out by thanking everyone who has supported Art Property Management. I did not get here by myself, and I have stayed in business for 20 years doing it by myself. I have great respect and love for my former business partners, Anita and Robin, for making this happen for me. And I'm totally indebted to them because they helped me to bring this vision to life. I want to thank my vendors who have continuously supported me through this process. My vendors, my contractors, they are my backbone. They really make things happen. If they weren't here, I couldn't do this by myself. And they're the ones who fix all the problems in the properties, do all the rehabs, and they are definitely indeed my support. And last but not least, I want to thank the people that work in the office with me, the ones behind the scenes that you don't see as well, who make things happen. And I want to thank my family, my mom and my dad, who's no longer with me, who has encouraged me to be the best me. They have given me the insight and let me believe that I can do anything if I put my mind to in doing it. And my dad told me, if you ever want to be successful and wealthy in life, the best way to do it is working for yourself. And he owned his own business, and that's what sparked my entrepreneurship. And I am trying to be not like my father because he wouldn't want me to be like him. He wanted me to be better than him. And I'm building this brand to be better than what it was 20 years ago. And with your support, I can do that. And last but not least, I want to give praise and glory to God, because God is my strength. There are days when I don't have the answers and I don't know what to do. And God gives me the strength and the answers to any problems that I cannot solve on my own. And I have a council of friends. My two best friends are here, Labiris and Jennifer. They came out to support me, and I talk to them daily, all day long, worrying them. You think they own our property management. Let me then tell you what did happen, and I need some feedback. And my mom, who comes out and she supports me in the office as well. So I just want to say thanks everyone who tuned in today to help us celebrate. And 2020 has been a hard year for all of us, but God be the glory. 2021 is going to be a great year for us. We're going to prosper and we're going to be better than what we were. He needed us to stop and be still for a moment so we can hear his words. And it was only his word that told me that I needed to revitalize this business and change it to something new and grander and better. And this is how I got here, because in the beginning, I had this idea that I was going to do this big old fabulous party, because anybody know me know I love the party. Love the party. I throw some of the best of parties. And God saw differently. He brought the pandemic. And it is to strengthen our relationships with each other, to the people that's around us and near us the most. Not the all in the parties and the clubs and the streets people, but family. Bringing families back together and allowing us to be still and hear his word. So I want to say thank you again, and join me next week, Tuesday, on Tiffany Teach Tuesday with some new and more improved things. Have a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. Thank you.